The strength of the cnotbusch kingdom lies not in our walls, but in our people. March to war.
Oh, that's good. That's pretty good. Frost. Hello, Frost. Thank you very much, Frost. Thank you very much. How are you doing this evening? I already made some radical changes here we have to implement. I couldn't help myself. I had to get in there. All right, let's get in. Let's dig in. Dig in. There's a good chance we might be able to push this to at least to the first baking stage today. We'll see. Hey, what's up, Izzy? Hello, Patricia. Hello, Mr. Sib. How you doing there, Mr. Sib? Good to see you, brother. Okay, let's implement and add some more to the cheeks here. Let's bring it in. Oh, these are cheeks, not cheekbones. Cheekbones are actually right here. It is. It is Liam. One step closer to Liam. Oh, the intricacies of the human face. What a special thing. Liam's story is a reminder that we must appreciate those we have around us, because everything's fleeting in this life, you know? It's so easy to be distracted and take it for granted. Must keep it in focus that we all die. And we never know when the last time we'll hug a loved one will be, or kiss, or give a handshake to a neighbor, you know. I feel like if we all kept that in focus more, we would not get roped into these things that don't matter as much. Hello, Savs. Size is nice, I will say. I can honestly say it's much easier to make a head of this size than a smaller size. Although it's more material, I'm able to really mess around with the shapes a lot more. So smaller, little nuanced shapes of the face are much easier to mess around with. This bigger scale. I'm used to like one wrong tool mark like this, making like this whole cheek just. So. One wrong tool mark here just does this little easy to fix. Fishing some clay. I got logged out of my reference. I need to grab the phone to sign in. I'll be right back. Hey, Mr. Dude. Good evening. Where's this older dude? Geht's gut. Danke. Und dir? Mr. Dude. Oh, yeah. The missus cracked those eggs so quick. She was on it. I did the delivery. I said, look to my friend, anytime you need your eggs cracked, just don't hesitate to ask. It's chilly out there today, that's for sure.
Ally, please accept these treasures as a gift for your unwavering service to the kingdom.
I love getting those like super like random awkward requests sometimes. This particular friend, so she's from Germany. We met her just randomly at a park one day, and I heard her speaking German, so naturally we connected. And she has been here since like the 80s in the United States, but still has like a really thick German accent. But she's I think she's almost 70. But we hang out, the missus and her, we all hang out quite a bit. She's an awesome lady. It's one of those friendships, you know, there's certain people you meet in this world where you can just almost, it's like you connect as if you just known each other for forever. And I know if you've ever experienced this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But that's totally what it was with her. Because normally we're like, you know, pretty, I guess, introverted people, pretty guarded, you know. But for some reason with her, it was like bumped into her at a park. And, yeah, never do I like say, oh, hey, you know, I'll have small talk and connect with people at like the park and stuff. But I never feel like, hey, let's swap numbers kind of thing, you know. Never. But with her, it was a different story. There's just a different feeling about it. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like you just it's like a sixth sense. You can't explain it. But anyways, he basically is like a grandma to Emma. You know. She's watched. You know, Emma I think was 1 or 2 years old when we first met her. All right, we got Skull and Bones and Cornish Pixie, Mr. Soldier Dude. Thank you so much, man. Thank you for being a tier 2 sub and for 25 months. I appreciate it. Skull and Bones, all right. Skull and Bones. Let's see what it says. Yeah, I appreciate you, man. A steady hand finishes what a clever mind begins. Ah, very good. A steady hand finishes what a clever mind begins. You need both to make things. Hands and minds. Some don't even need their hands. Action. Hand stands for action, mind standing for thought. Thought backed by action. Very good. What's up, Melon? Oh, let's see what. Probably, but honestly, there's a lot of foil. You know, so it's pretty. You know, I've definitely done thicker pieces. Just because it's big doesn't mean it's thick. You know, because you can see the foil right there. You know, it's pretty pretty bulked out. Of course, there's definitely a lot of clay going on too, but let me check my reference here real quick. Let's see. Cheeks definitely made a big difference. I had lunch. I didn't have any dinner. Probably will be like a lot of my meal times and eating hinges on it hinges on if the missus later tonight's like, hey, you want a grilled cheese sandwich? I'm like, oh yeah, sure, I'll have it. but otherwise I won't be bothered probably. I'll just I'll do that thing where you walk by the fridge and you just like open it up and look inside of it and don't see anything that's like ready to go, so you just close it and then just grab a bottle of water or something. Or you do the open, look inside, close, and then do it again like 30 minutes later. Classic. Like you know exactly what's in there, but yet you still open it up to check, you know? Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I don't know if dinner's on the menu. Okay, let me just see something. I think I want to. I'm not too sure. I think I might want to bring the lips out just a smidge. Do you avoid varnish on metallics? I'm tempted to sometimes because I like the natural sheen of the metallics. I guess it just depends. It depends really on the location of it, you know. Like if it's in an area that will be handled a lot, you still gotta varnish. Yeah. I imagine that's the temptation, right? Is to not do varnish because of the like the natural sheen of the metal, but just have to you can still get the natural sheen of that metallic paint with varnish. You just have to you can even mix varnishes. Sometimes I find even adding a little bit of a glossiness to metal things make them even look more metal. More metallic. Does anyone else's Twitch bring up that black screen with the connect error red button screen frequently? Not me. Well, for those deli meat lovers, just remember, or just note that deli meat has been reclassified as a class 1 carcinogen. Next time you're having a deli meat sandwich, get away from the deli meats. Danger. I think it was just recently that was changed. Like equivalent to smoking. Yeah, deli meat is classified as Group 1 carcinogen by World Health Organization, meaning there is strong evidence it causes cancer. Specifically colorectal cancer, with risk increasing with consumption in this category. Yeah, okay. Processed meats that are preserved by salting, curing, fermentation, smoking, or adding chemical preservatives. I would argue it's mostly the chemical preservative method, but eating just 50 grams of processed meat daily, about 1 hot dog, or a few slices of deli meat increase risk of colorectal cancer by 18% compared to eating none. Not the same. No, cheese isn't preserved the same way. Definitely not. Proper sausage. Yeah, like just meat ground up and shoved into a sausage skin, like how it should be. Yeah, I cut deli meat out of my life a long time ago. It's just now stuff like that is actually coming to the light. What's the heaviest sculpture you have made? Probably it was a Twitch trophy I made. It was like 3 feet tall. Had like a marble base, and the trophy itself was metal, and plus all the clay and everything else. Hey, what's up, Luna? The CN logo on it for your exercises there, Seb. Is there a picture? Probably have to go on to Instagram. Let's see. I mean, you know, you have to imagine I also sit here and I hold objects in the air for long periods of time, day in and day out. So I probably have a high object holding like shoulder muscle, making things look lighter than they actually are. 6'3", 240. I will say, most people when they meet me in real life, they always say I'm taller than they thought I would be. So it's usually not the opposite. Let's see. Instagram. Let's go to the gram. Let's see. I'm not 6'3". If I sit up real straight on a good day, I'm probably 6 foot flat. Depending on my hairstyle. Oh wait, let's see. She was pretty heavy too, actually. This one, the Italy. But I want to say the heaviest one was probably the Twitch trophy. This one right here. See it? That thing was pretty heavy. So Twitch commissioned me to make a trophy for TwitchCon. It was 2023? Oh man, it was 3 years ago? What the heck? Where's the time going? I feel like I just did that. Oh, 2022. Oh my goodness. It was so big we couldn't even record it in our normal studio, like finish work recording area. So we had to improvise. It was for, you know, the guys who made Got Milk slogan. There we go. This is a fence. This is my neighbor's fence in my backyard. We had to run an extension cord all the way out to the fence line just to use it as a backdrop. But anyways, the people who started the Got Milk slogan are the ones who funded this event. And that's what, but they're like doing chocolate milk stuff. So I had to come up with a design that was a trophy that included chocolate milk somehow and Twitch. So we went to so many different gem stores to find a large enough amethyst that would be fit for the sculpture, but this is the design we came up with. So obviously they needed it like really quick, and so we had to be very clever about how we executed this because we didn't have a lot of time, but they wanted it to be big. Didn't have a lot of time. And so I got the amethyst. We put an LED light underneath it. And I sculpted the chocolate milk feature with the hand holding the gem out of Cos clay. And that screwed into the actual cup here. Now the cup is actually an actual trophy cup from a trophy shop. So I bought that from a trophy shop and then added clay on top of it and sculpted all this, made it look how it looks. So it didn't just look like a basic trophy. And then I did like custom leather handles, and yeah, it turned out really good. There we go. You can see it there. Had a nice thick marble base and a very big piece. That was a good challenge. Why chocolate milk? Because the sponsors of the event were the Got Milk people. Big Milk was sponsoring the event. And they were focusing on chocolate milk. So those are I guess those are pretty fun, creative challenges where you get these two random things that just don't really go together. And like, here, make a thing for this. Like, all right, I'll figure it out. What if we had this epic swirling chocolate milk coming out of the top of the trophy holding a lit up purple gem? Class 1 carcinogen. Oh, I do remember that. That was such a cool show. Junkyard Wars. Alright, let's see here. Back to my reference. Clayton's hurt because he likes hot dogs and lunch meat. Look, the truth hurts, Clayton. I'm just trying to help you. I'm not a true friend if I don't share such things. I just let you. Oh, by the way, this includes bacon. According to California, everything. Well, this is the World Health Organization, so it's a little bit out of the scope of California. Coffee and water. What kind of water, Clayton? And what kind of coffee? You ever seen that video where the guy's like trying to get a snack and his like internal monologue keeps like telling him reasons why he shouldn't have that thing? Because of, you know, all legitimate actual reasons. Basically, you just like can't do anything without it being some sort of a issue with it. I feel like that sometimes. Not wrong with a lot of exposure. I mean, it's the reality of the dirty fishbowl. We live in quite a dirty fishbowl. There's the passive things trying to make us sick. And then there's the active things trying to make us sick. The passive thing is just some sort of a result of manufacturing lingering around in the air or whatever. The environment. You know, like farmers' fertilizer runoff into streams and stuff. That's a big issue with like freshwater fish, is that there's just so much pollutants from like farm fields and stuff going off into freshwater streams that I'm not sure fish should even be eaten. No, it's not the Earth doesn't hate us. It's the these are all the side effects of human decisions. Tornadoes would be far more destructive if the Earth hated us. They're pretty destructive, but not as bad as some of these other things. These man-made things. Life is... How long does it usually take to make something like this? I don't know, because I don't really make stuff like this very often. This is only the second or third... I think it's the third larger bust like this I've done. But the other ones... Oh, okay. The second one I did was a likeness of a made-up character. But this is a human-like... It all depends on... Basically, it depends on how quickly I can lock in the actual features. But we are getting pretty close. I feel like once we get past the face, it's going to be pretty smooth sailing, but I'm not going to underestimate the hair because there's a lot of it. And I have a pretty good plan for the... Yeah. All that being said, I don't know. I have no idea. I try when I'm in the creation phase, I try not to worry too much about like timelines or how long things should take, or try not to have any set ideas in my mind because the plan always kind of changes, and I just work on it till it looks good, basically. Creating art can be a mind game. It is very much a mind game. So a lot of those things I do to avoid these mental battles of like, you know, if you set a timeline and you're like, I have to get this done by this certain amount of time, well, guess what? You're going to be 100% having to make sacrifices to meet that timeline, or, you know, having to cut ideas or cut things to make that timeline. I guess there has to be a certain level of that with the way, you know, with my work, but I try to just let the work take as long as it needs, and let it have a natural kind of flow. And then I look at how long things before took to do them that way, and then I try to guess how long work will take moving forward, and, you know, charge accordingly for future projects. But it's it's like a never-ending thing, I guess. Never-ending battle. It doesn't help that every time I'm doing something, it's something I've never done before, with a lot of unforeseen variables and new challenges. Oh yeah, for sure, Saz. Well, can't dwell on the negative, you know what I mean? We can't change all of it, but we can certainly affect the world around us quite a bit in a positive way. Like telling Clayton that to stop eating lunch meat. That's one way. Oh my goodness. Those overpriced things. Remember how cool you were at school if you got one of the pizza Lunchables? Made that like tiny little pizza. Just some sort of like stale cracker with some cheap packet of tomato sauce. Or Michelin star. An MRE. Child marketed MREs. Barely any nutritional value. Could buy like a whole carton of eggs and a loaf of bread for the same price. Maybe a gallon of milk as well. First thing I learned how to cook was French fries, and I lived on that. You know, when we want chips, we make homemade potato chips. You ever? I highly recommend if you don't have it already. The It's like the cranking cheese grater. You know, you put the cheese in the top and you crank it and it grinds out onto the side on like a man. Those things are awesome. Well, one of the blades it has is the crinkle cut like classic potato chip cut, and just run like 3 potatoes through that. Rinse the starch off of them in a bowl. Then heat up a cast iron pan with like avocado oil or what's better is beef fat, beef tallow, and bam, just throw them in the pan once the oil's hot. A little bit on both sides. Basically, I put them in until I start seeing like it start to turn a little bit brown, and then I give them a flip. And just add salt, man. It's so good. Back in the old days, we used lard. Yeah, beef tallow is just rendered beef fat. So that's really good. High smoke point, flavorful oil. Now everybody's hungry. Yeah, I'll probably make some of those this weekend. That was good. High smoke what? High smoke point. That's the point in which oil starts to smoke. If it gets too hot. Once the oil starts to smoke, it's starting to burn, and then it becomes not very good. All right, let me restock on coffee and get some fresh eyes. Definitely, I like that change we just made. Definitely a step in the right direction. Means it's burned. That's all right. You know, ghee butter has a pretty high smoke point too. That's butter that you've removed the solid part of the butter out of, which you use if you want to make popcorn, homemade popcorn. Just some ghee butter and popping corn inside of a cast iron pot with a lid. Anyways, be right back. Homemade donuts, huh? What oil do you use for that? Do you use beef tallow? Cut it with peanut oil. Okay, partial. You know, I've only done it one time, but I want to consistently do this. I contacted my local grocery store that has like a butcher, and asked them to set aside beef fat trimmings, and they will, and they only charge like, I think it was only like $3 or $4 for like a giant like 5-pound pack of beef trimmings from one day. And I took all those and cut them up a little bit, all the beef fat, and put it into my cast iron pot and put it in the oven and cooked it on like low temperature for I think it was like a couple hours. And rendering the beef fat basically. Take the chitlins out and rendered it up a few times, and then jarred it and used it stuck it in the fridge and used it for just cooking oil. Need to do that more for sure. I just recently made my own garlic powder, which I'm never buying garlic powder ever again. Man, it's always convenience, always gets you. Just buy I grow pretty much my whole year's worth of garlic, but I end up giving away a lot of it. So like right now we don't have a lot from the last season. But anyways, I bought just some nice organic garlic, like 6 of them, 6 heads of garlic, and you don't even have to be really careful with the little papers or anything like that, because actually the blended up paper is part of the garlic powder. Sliced up the garlic cloves and not even that thin of slices, throw them on the dehydrator, and then just blended it up into powder and made like a whole mason jar worth of garlic powder for like nothing. Maybe like $6. A little thing of a good garlic powder can be like $10. Garlic preserves pretty well on oil. Just be sure to clean the jar. I don't like pre-minced garlic, actually. If you have a recipe with minced garlic, you should always freshly mince it, because there is actually a property there's a property inside of garlic that is only available after it's freshly minced or crushed. A very healthy property, actually. So I would encourage everyone to not buy pre-minced garlic and mince it yourself. Yeah, I can't remember, what's it called? Let's see. McCormick folk are targeting me. Yeah, no. Allison is what it's called. It's 10 minutes after it's minced, and it fades pretty quick after it's been if you try to preserve minced garlic, it doesn't the freshness property. Allison is not usually present in whole, intact garlic cloves. It is in a compound produced when a precursor alanine mixes with an enzyme alanase, when the cell walls are broken through chopping or crushing. And the health properties, it's antimicrobial, antifungal, acts as a powerful natural antibiotic. It's an antioxidant and anti-inflammatory. Helps reduce cell damage and inflammation. And cardiovascular support. It's known to help lower blood pressure, reduce cholesterol, and prevent blood clots. So jarred and cooked garlic is different. So fresh minced garlic is the only type of garlic that actually have this property. I hate how garlic feels fresh. What do you mean, like when it's like fresh minced? I'll take a whole garlic clove and just pop it right down the hatch, chew it up, right in the belly. Pro what things, Clayton? What are you pro? Okay, I gotta find out which. Let me see. I gotta look at the reference more. It's on. I think garlic is a wonderful plant. Oh. Inflammation and low cardiovascular health. Nice. Well, enjoy. Definitely helps to have video footage. Okay, this side definitely is more like it. Okay. Yeah, definitely. Actually, we started the chess set over. This is just the head of one of the pieces. The client changed their minds that they wanted life-size characters for the chess set. I don't know, crazy. Pretty much got the work cut out for me for the rest of my life. Le clé onto le stream. Are they? We'll check on YouTube, see if there's any issues. If there's no issues there, then it's definitely Twitch. If there's issues there too, then it's probably me. But everything looks good on my end. It's fine for me here on YouTube. Oh, okay. All right. Just Twitch. That's been happening a lot lately. Been talking too much about homemade spices. Big spices coming. Shut me down. Oscar Mayer's upset. I knew Seb and Melon were the same. Even having the same issues. Look at that. Coincidence? I think not. Remember when I said about dinner will just come to me? There we go. I don't make these decisions. Dinner, no dinner. right. Guten Abend. Hallo, schön. Okay, let's see here. Maybe we should bounce to the eyes here. Sure. I think there might be more videos here. Video definitely tends to be very helpful. Oh, really? That's good. We are getting there. We're not there yet, but we are getting there. Okay, let's see. A little bit more here. Wow, that's good. It always feels good. Kids can be very ruthlessly honest too, trust me. I know. The ending test is when this is done, I can ask my daughter if it looks like the reference, and she'll just cut me straight to the bone. Yeah, I mean, for a good period of time, there's not really any manipulation or classic human type of situations. At least not intentionally. Hey, what's up, Ink? Hello, Gravity. Is it homemade from scratch? Clayton. Of course not. Then yes. Dysentery. Go grab the box. Let's read the ingredients list, Clayton. I'll tell you where you went wrong. I already know it's not good though. It came in a box. Water is the first ingredient. No, it shouldn't be. Hey!
The strength of the cnotbusch kingdom lies not in our
Mikey.
walls, but in our people.
Well,
March to
hello.
war.
Welcome. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. Man the wells, that's right. I appreciate that there, Mikey. Mikey Mega. Welcome in, everybody. If you're new here, my name is cnotbusch. I make one-of-a-kind custom sculptures here. Doing a portrait this evening, a memorial portrait of a 4-year-old child. Quite a challenge. We do all kinds of things. But I do all my sculpting here, start to finish, live, all the way from the creation down to the painting and finishing. Mostly commissioned work for people and companies. Come on in. What do you do there, Mikey? I believe this is my first time being rated by you. I'll give you a follow. Let's see here. Let me show you some examples of some other stuff. I do all kinds of things, from portraits to dragons and everything in between. Let's see, what else can we grab here? Let's grab a few of these chess pieces. Some, a lot of fantasy stuff. Each day of the week you tune in, I'm working on something different. Kind of how I split up my week. This is our Tuesday evening project here. His name is Liam. Here's my current Friday piece. This is an original character dragon. So I'll have to do the other wings still. Custom D&D? Oh yeah, sure. I do D&D, custom D&D characters. A lot of D&D stuff. So this one, the example I'll give this is this was given to me as words basically. The client expressed wanting to do a wall hanging piece that is kind of like a dragon that's guarding a castle that has armor. That is, the castle is kind of like an elvish style, you know, with the armor also being elvish, kind of like a protector idea. So this is what I've designed so far for that. We've also started the castle part, which is the base. And this is some pieces from a chess set I'm working on. Like kind of like a whimsical tea party style. Again, like kind of given a description of what they want, and then I get to design and make it. There's some pawns from that. These are from the bad guy team, the pot goblins. But yeah, I do let's see. Let me show you on my website what finished work looks like. All right, let's head on over there. You know, they get all painted and finished. This was Alarak from StarCraft 2. So this client actually already had a statue custom made of Alarak, but he was standing very, very statically still, not really a lot of movement. So the client came to me and said, I want Alarak, but I want him to have a lot of movement, to look like he's in mid-action. So this is what I ended up coming up with for him. It's all with LED lights and everything. I had a sneeze, sorry about that. And then here's a client came to me with kind of a sketch of a scene that had happened in their D&D campaign of a blue dragon destroying the ship that the party was in. And again, wanted a wall hanging format, so this is what I came up with. And he uses it now as a DM blind, so. Let's see here. This was a commission by Riot Games. They were coming out with their new look for Nidalee. It's a character from their game. And as part of the kind of the promotion of it coming out, they commissioned me to make a large bust of Nidalee, which is now actually on display at Riot Games. So it's in Riot HQ right now. Lalafell, player-made character from Final Fantasy. Oni, Dead by Daylight. Here's a custom D&D piece I did. Now this was not a commission. I actually wanted to. I created a class how to turn a normal wooden box or chest into a mimic, and it just kind of got out of control and turned into this like epic fight scene between a cave dwelling race of mice people and the mimic. So it's my own original idea that just got all finished up there. I did this for Focus Entertainment for a game launch. This was Logitech commission for also headphone launch, promotional stuff. Focus Entertainment again for a game launch. And here's a D&D character. That's what I wanted to show you. This is a player-made D&D character. They gave me kind of like a word description with the character sheet information and stuff, and I took that and I created this Minotaur Barbarian. good. I was quite happy with him. There's another Final Fantasy character. This is a story character from Final Fantasy. Zephyrin, Warhammer 40k. Gabriel Angelos versus an orc. That was for promotion for the first Descendant. There's a custom character that was first sketched by David Peterson for the client and then given to me to sculpt. It's from the Mouse Guard. And then here's a fun one. This is, I took the likeness of two real people. They have a quilt shop and infused them into dwarvish characters and created these two dwarven quilters. Kind of like an embodiment of what they do in character form. Mom and Pop quilt shop. All right, that's good. That's enough. You can do this. Yeah, anybody can do this. If you want to, you can. I actually even have a good place for you to start. If you check out, if you want to do this, check out on YouTube. Go to my playlist section. And I have free how to start or how to begin tutorials, start to finish. More. How you doing there, Mr. Plankwalker? Trollheads? Oh yeah, sure. So on Fridays we do right here. We do. I do every Friday. I do 4 customized heads that people can commission. These are like smaller commissions where you can choose what is made, and I do only 4 each Friday. So Friday morning, 11 a.m. Central Time. It can be an existing character or a non-existent character. But yeah, that's been a lot of fun. And they come in a nice wizardy box, and they all have little certificates of authenticity. It's fun. Yeah, it is fun. Happens every Friday. Don't miss out. Zombie syrup. There. Let's actually get some work done now. How about that? Yeah, Mikey, no problem, man. And what do you do on your stream? What's your kind of bread and butter stuff? What do you do? Please do tell. Entertain my curiosity. Yeah, we're always changing the camera roll, so I'm sure some of your new ones will get on there as well. The trollheads keep getting better and better, I feel like, so. Oh yeah, for sure. Using the type of clay I use, you'll have a much better experience, I think. It's definitely a huge difference when you have the right materials. I enjoy drawing anime ladies. I try to use them to encourage beginners to pick up a pencil. But also I have mood swings at video games. Okay, good. That's cool. Me and my wife have fallen into the vintage story hole. Currently, that's our game of choice. Yeah, air dry clay, just, you know, you're gonna have a bad time. This material, you can, this clay has been on this head for like 3 weeks. I'm still able to poke it around and move it. It doesn't dry. I can take as much time as I want. And then when I'm ready for it to be hardened, then I just toss it in my kitchen oven and poof. There we go. Yeah, it's like a super hardcore, realistic Minecraft, basically. Like super survival's really harsh. You have to do like food storage and preservation. You can't just punch trees to get wood. You can't make wooden tools. You actually have to do knapping, which is like taking 2 pieces of rock and like breaking. You like have to chip away at this like rock plate to like make different shaped tool heads and stuff. It's pretty intense. Basically, if you were into Minecraft at all and you give that game a try, you'll never go back to Minecraft. It's a whole new animal. Just has the same visual look. I'd say even better, but do you cast your sculptures as a durable note? So this clay I use is a special kind of polymer clay called Cos clay. What makes it special is it's like rubber once it's been cured. So here's a piece I put onto a project that I decided I didn't want there anymore, so I removed it. But it's a great example of how flexible and malleable the material is. So it's pretty hard, but you can see it's just like really flexible, like just like rubber, like a hard rubber. So this is a cured, unsculptable piece. And so when I make stuff out of this, it's really, really durable. So even like, things that have like little skinny little bits, parts like that and stuff, we don't have to worry about those breaking because they'll just bend before they'll break. So unless it's unless it's not baked properly, then it'll break. Yes, if you don't bake it long enough or hot enough, it does not get its flexibility, and you'll have problems. Malzin books. What's that? Is it like an actual book or is it a game? Yeah, alright, Mr. Seb. Have a good night, my friend. Have a good night indeed. Very miserable book series. Hey, yeah, hey, thank you very much for sending your people here. I got you followed, so I'm definitely gonna come check you out someday. Whenever I can catch you. I do appreciate it. Have a wonderful evening. Oh, really? A merging of worlds. Yeah. I mean, the last time I actually kept track, I think it was like 75 pounds was used it within a year. I'm sure it varies a bit, but it's really not that not as much as you would think, you know. That's just because the works I do take a long time, you know. It's not like I'm slinging out finished products every day, you know. Except on Trollhead Day. That's about it. All right, Captain. Yeah, get some rest, man. That back heal up. Well, I mean, at least not be inflamed. Yeah, I know, right? I'm telling you, there is really a thing, a part of myself I literally cannot shut off, and it's this water drip incremental growth, where if I'm doing something repetitively, each time it like water drips a little bit bigger than it was before. A little bit more detail, a little bit bigger, a little bit more time. It's so hard to resist. Yeah, it's been great. It's just it's a wonderful thing. It is fun for me to make. It's always interesting to see what the challenges will be. Challenge. The challenge. I like the spontaneous, or the challenges that pushed me into this like needing to spontaneously come up with a strategy to make something look good in a quicker way. That's been really nice. Like the way to do the horns by rolling it on some textured mat first. Like that's something I could even see using just in my normal work, you know. Very, very efficient, effective, and simple. Corey. Good evening, Corey. That's right. Drink all my wine. Corey. That's a lot of wine. Winter's coming, you think we'll survive? All the Pinot. That's my brother. Brother. Give me some oats, brother. Give me some of your oats. It's already fall. I know, right? All right, hey, Loose Noodle. Have a good one, man. Oh, I'm working on, so the teleporter. I dug a shaft that goes straight down to the teleporter. And I blocked it off at the bottom so there's no like monster attacks. And then on the other side, I blocked it off and started digging straight up with ladders. So we'll essentially be able to move to another region of the map pretty quick. Hey, have a good one there, Anadon. Till next week. We'll keep honing it in. This is the most important part of the project, so we're just gonna take our sweet time, making sure get every little feature looking good. No, it's really close to the house. Hey, thanks, Jake. Oh, appreciate it, man. Get this other eyelid looking better. Oh,
Welcome,
wait.
new adventurer, to a land of great deeds and bravery. Thanks be to our recruit. Listen closely, traveler, to what I
Oh. Doubled it. You doubled down. You broke my stuff. All right. Let's play this again. Dang. Hey, thank you so much, man. Let's play this one again.
Listen closely, traveler, to what I say. Twitch Prime does not even cost a dime.
All right. Hey. Thank you for the kind words and the support, Jake. Very happy to have you. Thank you for the Prime sub and the gifted sub on top. 2 subs for the 2 time. I appreciate that, Jake. Thank you so much, man. Thank you very much, Jake. Thank you very much. May your generosity return to you 100-fold, my friend. Wizard cast generosity buff. Plus 100 generosity returned. It's me, Juicy. I'm right here. So juicy sweet. Whoa.
Welcome, new adventurer, to a land of great deeds and bravery. Thanks be to our recruiter for their wise choice.
Thanks for gifting out that sub there over on Kick there, Juicy. I appreciate that. Thank you very, very much. Oh. I sound like a wizard, do I? Strange. What a strange thing that is. Wizard, you say? You're a Harry wizard. Harry. Oh yeah, the Fable narrator. Man. When's the next Fable game supposed to come out? Have some good core memories in the world of Fable. Game will be shown off Thursday. Don't know. Oh, really? It will. Thought the company went bust. I remember questioning if when Fable would be coming out again, and somebody talked about them. Xbox Developer Direct. Someone will scoop up the IP. An IP that has established nostalgia has great value to somebody. Oh, that's right, yeah. What was the last one they did come out with? Was it Fable 4? remember it had a multiplayer functionality. Remember that? You missed that game? Yeah, remember us playing multiplayer? Fable. Was it Fable 4? Where you could like buy the shops and stuff? Like buy all the property and whatnot? Yeah, Fable 4. Yeah, me and we played that one a lot. Me and you, Corey. Hours of doing blacksmithing. Yeah, I think I remember that too. It's a fuzzy memory, but I do remember. An old memory. Dusty one. Rattling around in the old brain. Handsome Jack. Oh, yeah. You never played Fable games? Oh, man. Yeah, you gotta do it. Chicken kicker. Man, you gotta play Fable games, Watermelon. Figure it out, buddy. I bet those still hold up to the test of time. It's not like you had to play all of them though, like in order, I think, right? The storylines aren't really connected. They're the same universe, but each one has its own storyline, I think. Was such a well-done game narrative, but whimsical, not too serious. Yeah, exactly. Well, if you liked Fable, you probably liked Overlord. Did you ever play Overlord? Remember that game? Where you played as, like, basically had the same style as Fable, but you played as the bad guy, the Overlord, and you had all these minions you'd control. Yeah. So I'm actually working on a project for Overlord, or from Overlord, I should say. Oh, look at that minion clawing our project in the face. Let me see here. There he is, the Overlord. Master. There. So the way I describe the game is like you're playing as Sauron, but Fable Sauron. With the minions, you know. Yep. Pretty cool, huh? The style of those games always very similar. Fable and Overlord. Also, if you ever played Trine, that kind of has a similar vibe to those. Me and my wife played through the Trine games. I think it was it Trine 2 or Trine 3 that was the best one? Can't remember. The Fable game is a reboot of the series, not a remake. Well, that's good. That's good. Well, actually, here's a juicy detail about the Overlord games that will make you think of it differently. So you are the villain, this overlord character, right? And actually, it's like the script is flipped because the heroes, the good guys that you're fighting in the game and defeating, actually all represent the 7 deadly sins. So it's like a whole nother twist or dynamic that these hero characters are actually the bad guys and you're the good guy, but you're the iconic bad guy, Overlord and his minions. So wasn't the Overlord a kid that turned into him or something? Well, let's see. Young Overlord Gromgard is the son of Duke Gromgard. Hold on. A failure of a ruler and parent who always went off on some adventure, only to come back beaten and defeated. He also has to live with his 2 older siblings, Girba and Grenville. Constantly bicker over who is supposed to be the heir of their family's land, Greenvale. Eventually, they leave Castle Gromgard for the domains of their favorite races. Gerda chose the dwarves, and Grenville moves to the elves, leaving Greenvale and the whole castle to their younger brother. However, it is Lord Gromgard's 16th birthday, and he gets a strange gauntlet from his only friend, Chef Rolik. Who also remarks that the old Black Baron ordered him to do so before he died. When his siblings' loud departure uncovered a strange door with a golden handprint on it, young Gromgard opens it and finds the old throne room of his uncle, the original Black Baron, along with a teleporter and a suit of armor hanging above it. As Lord Gromgard enters the room, he hears a voice telling him about his evil legacy, or some such thing. When he touches the armor, he is immediately encased in it and becomes the spitting image of his uncle. After walking away from the teleporter, the voice comes back. Then an old Iron Maiden opens, and out comes Gnarl, the Black Baron's old advisor. Immediately, he assumes the same role for Lord Gromgard, introducing him to the minions, and advises him to go and break his siblings' rooms for some glorious petty revenge. And now Overlord Gromgard then proceeds to go on an epic adventure of his own, which involves pummeling a halfling invasion, saving Meadow Sweet Town from wolves, and defeating Black Flame bandits, bashing a local witch, and finally culminating with him tricking dwarves and elves into a bloody war, while Gerda and Greenville eventually have to come and beg him to let them stay in Castle Gromgard. The Overlord proceeds to make them his servants. Gromgard then rules over Greenvale for a long time, eventually disappearing. Castle Gromgard is abandoned, and for some reason, and replaced with the Dark Tower, while Meadow Sweet Town presumably becomes Spree, and Livering Forest becomes Evernight. Since Overlord Gromgard was not shown or implied to have any children, it is assumed that after his death, Gnarl went off to find a successor elsewhere, with the successor of the in question being the second Overlord. Okay. So I think that's the backstory. But yeah. Classic advisor. Can I read you bedtime stories at night stream? Sure. New Fable. Alright, back to work. Oh! Who broke the camera? It was a die. Oh. Oops. Man, that's exciting that they're coming out with another Fable. I wonder if it'll be multiplayer. That's always my question nowadays. New info on Thursday, Clayton says. Right. Rockstar building burnt up, so no GTA 6? Really? Feels like a dog ate my homework type of stunt. All the files gone? Really? Did it really happen? No way. That'd be such a funny, like, it's already memed so hard for taking so long. Did that? No way. Alright, hold on, let me check this. I just... Did exploded? What the heck? Fire shuts GTA 6 developer Rockstar North. The boiler malfunctioned? Explosion at Rockstar North. That is crazy. I can't believe it. What are the chances it gets memed so hard for taking so long that oh my goodness. Can't make that stuff up. Never getting the quotes. Never getting GTA 6. Oh my goodness. The like the meme dial got like turned way up now. It's like there's gonna be so many people. GTA 6 4022. Guess people are right when they say it's not coming out in 2026. Fire shuts GTA 6 developer Rockstar North following boiler explosion. They didn't back up their files in like a separate location? Hey, Midi, thank you very much for the raid. Welcome. We were just talking about Rockstar Games blowing up and delaying GTA 6 even more. Wow, I honestly didn't believe that. I had to look it up. That's crazy. It's gotta maybe this is a stunt to like buy more time, or maybe they made GTA 5 so good that they just can't top it. So they had to like kept delaying the release of GTA 6 because they just couldn't make it better than GTA 5. And then somebody came up with this idea to like, all right, guys, here's what we do. We're just gonna blow up the office building and say, well, it blew up. Guess we can't come. I guess we don't have to come out with it anymore. Literally, it'll just the board meeting, you know, it's like, all right, we need more time to come out with GTA 6, but people are just, I just can't stand the memes anymore. People are getting on my nerves. We gotta come up with an idea. We need a good excuse on why we need to delay it again. Old Jeffrey's like, oh, don't worry, folks. I got this covered. I used to do this all the time to get out of stuff. Just like crank some knobs on the old boiler. Oh man, it's gotta be something like that. Seriously. What are the chances that the building blows up? Come on now. Or yeah, maybe they ran out of funding or something and got like, it has to be something like this, right? They ran out of funding and needed a way to like get more, or I smell a conspiracy, a scandal of some sort. Yeah, but doesn't mean they get an infinite budget. Or maybe they suspected that AI would develop. Maybe that's what it is. AI is developing so fast, so crazy, that they don't want to launch the game until certain maybe developments that are coming down the pipeline happen. And so they just really just needed a way to stall and delay to wait for those new AI tools. Because like, let's say AGI is like right around the corner, and they know about it. Like AGI, like an AI is so powerful it could make GTA 6, and like you just type in the prompt, make GTA 6, and it just makes like the whole game super epic, all perfectly programmed, no bugs in like 5 seconds. That's the master plan. Ready? AGI comes out, and then the developers are just gonna type it into the prompt. It's brilliant. Gotta be a scandal of some sort. I'm not buying it. I'm surprised they wouldn't have some sort of like backup, like some sort of like digital backup of all their files and stuff. You know, like Google Drive or something. You know, like one drive that just automatically backs up files on the cloud. Have they officially said the game will actually be postponed or because of that? Or is this just what everyone's assuming because of... Yeah, I was gonna say. Multiple locations. Who knows? I could see that it doesn't really affect anything, but then they just use it as a good excuse to like get some more time. Well, sorry guys, you know, our building blew up. Gonna need a little bit more time, alright? It's not super unreasonable. Just relax. Oh, okay. Okay, I was gonna say. Well, definitely the meme, well, it could actually be it could still be a scandal, but it's like almost like publicity stunt to like amp up the dial on the memes, you know, and get people talking about GTA 6 even more. And then actually come out with the game, you know. We'd have to look into like, you know, was like everybody in the building when this happened? Was it like, did it happen to be on a day when like it was like a holiday when nobody was in the office building kind of situation here? $5 a.m. Yeah, see? Perfect timing. Right before the first employees walk in the building, huh? Sounds pretty scandalous to me. Chamomile, huh? I had some peppermint nettle with fresh ginger tea earlier today. Good stuff. Clayton's run out of jokes and has resorted to name calling. Not very nice, Clayton. Thanks, Tears. Well, I appreciate you saying that. I haven't been streaming on YouTube for very long. I'm more known over on Twitch. And I don't make a lot of long form content, which was kind of the main squeeze on YouTube. It's not really the place for live streaming, you know. But it's not doing too bad actually. In the morning stream, I had like 22 people on YouTube live feed. So it's definitely growing. Growth is slow though. Unless you're able to ride the wave of being there at the beginning. Okay. Let's leave that there, folks. Definitely much closer. We'll keep working it next week. Maybe next week will be. Oh yeah, let's do that. I like that. Let's do a beginning of stream, end of stream comparison. That's nice. We can see how much things have changed. Let's see here. How do we do this? Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, let's go back in time here. Let's see if we can get a good. It's right there. About as good as it gets. Okay, let's see. Definitely a lot smaller changes, but still changes. Let's see. Eyes are way more dialed in. The lips and the cheeks and the nose look more like the actual person it's supposed to be now. Let's see. I bet next week will be our last week. Actually, we'll get it into the refining stage. Okay, let's see here. I'll find somebody to raid. Thank you, everybody, for joining me this evening. Yes. Yes, indeed. Oh, you know what? David Peterson's on. Let's go raid David Peterson. The maker of the mouse guard. Excellent. Excellent illustration work. Let's go check him out. Good night, folks. We'll see you tomorrow. I'll be back. We'll be working on the Drenai tomorrow. All day Drenai tomorrow. Till next time, my friends. Bye-bye.